Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vybor. And, well, it's a shame I already have better, but there's something that you want to look for if you're starting out. Backpacks. That's a check backpack. I think that's got 16 slots. One I've got the biggest you can get. That's 24. So it would have been a nice find if I had actually needed it. Just kind of cruising through. At this point, zombies really can't see me too much. I have no reason to really believe anyone is really here. But considering I ran into somebody as I was leaving the airfield, and when I think about it, I didn't ask, but it might have been someone I knew. Because I know someone that raids that airfield fairly frequently. Alright, let's see. I can follow that road down, but I don't think I want to. I want to kind of go into the northern part of the town proper here. Unfortunately, it means I'm running into a big field of zombies, but I should be able to manage that. That's what I'm going for here. Should allow me to get rid of them. I'm coming on this T intersection here in the corner. And there it is. There's what I'm looking for. That building right there. There's some spawns there, but let's go in here. There we go. I think this is the admin building or something like that. Alright, well he's in, he's kind of coming after me, so I'm just going to go upstairs. Let's search this place from the top down, shall we? This is a good building to find even in the big cities, so it's kind of nice to see that there's one out here. Okay, let's see. Bandages I don't really need. I'll take the baked beans for now and just go ahead and eat them because that gives me a bit more blood. You see my blood's gone down to about 8-1. I do need to get that up. Thankfully, eating canned goods and meat will give you a bit more blood as you eat. Of course, the best way to get blood is to get a transfusion. Unfortunately, yes, you do need a teammate to do that for you. Blood transfusions will take you right back up to the full amount of blood of 12,000. It's great. Gives you a reason to work with other people. Don't be a lone wolf. Good. Some painkillers from when I lost mine earlier. An empty bottle of Jack. I think I made the assumption at one point that zombies can't climb ladders. Boy, was I proven wrong. I had a tough experience with that. I was climbing a deer stand, a military, one of the military spawns, basically. And the zombies climbed up the ladder at me. And, yeah. Knocked me out, actually. I managed to kill the zombie when it climbed the ladder. But he hit me and knocked me out. And that's what I mean about inconsistency. I was at full blood. He just happened to climb up. Hit me once, knocked me straight out. And not only did he knock me out, it was the full knockout, the full 5-minute duration. Down he goes. That one's the one that sucks, especially if they get you to bleed, because you can lose like half your blood from full. Hey, there's the revolver. It's the other weapon that used the ACPs. Oh, there's two really good spawns here. This one and that store over there. One of these is labeled on my map as a high. Oh, the other one's just labeled as a store. So stores have their own label on the map database. Okay, that makes sense. Stores are really useful. You can find all sorts of stuff there. I found Alice packs, you'll find usually painkillers, bandages, all that wonderful stuff. I'm going to just grab another painkiller for now. I don't need the bandages just yet. I think our base might be low on bandages in general, but... well... that being the case, let's just grab some since I have the inventory space. I may end up having to go back to a 1911, as M9 ammo is not the most plentiful. That would be the 1911s. So the trick to looting any place, especially if there's a possibility of other players, is you don't want to stand still for too long. Crouching and going slow is great for avoiding zombies, but it can make you highly susceptible to snipers. Thankfully, this server has a low population at this hour. I'm fairly certain there's not anyone here. So I'm a little more brazen about my maneuvers. Is that someone's pitched? Oh, someone pitched a tent right outside a store? That's an odd place to pitch a tent. I'm going to be quite honest with you. Because stores are one of the most traveled and sought after areas. Maybe they just wanted to be able to store items from in here and pull them out. Well, let's see if it has anything, shall we? Let's go into gear. And they put 4 empty bottles. I don't know if they're trolling or not. Yeah, Lee Infield, don't need that. So I pretty much got a good town here. Having a store and one of those admin type buildings is a real good combination. Whether I find anything of consequence is another story, though. Pretty much what I need at this point is all going to be at military locations. Or a hospital. Honestly, the only other thing I think we really need at this point are blood bags, and that's at hospitals. That's an Alice pack. That is the second biggest pack in the game, so as you can see, this store has very nice stuff in it. I just have better at the moment. Compasses, maps. If you need equipment, you want to find a store, really. And that usually means having to go to a city. Cherno, Electro. Here I'm in Vybor. See, look, a box of matches. That's great. Binoculars, regular flashlights. Of course, everybody starts with a regular flashlight, so that's kind of pointless. You can tell someone's been here because of all these little green pouches. Oh, yeah. There's a pile of wood. Now, when you're done with the store, there are some other spawns sometimes outside the store, like here in the back, depending upon the location of the store, because some of these stores will have a raised area here, and they will have items on them. So, something to keep in mind when you're looting stores. So, that's pretty much it for this location. I'm going to go look for... apparently there's a medium level industrial spawn here in the map. I'm going to take a quick look at that before I move on. What's this? Is that a check? I think that's a check. Wow. Well, whoever wants to come to Vybor tonight's going to run into... some really nice equipment. And over here, haven't shown this off before, that's a well. Ah! Didn't move quick enough, got stuck on the wall. Or on the sign. Come on, do a swing. There. Okay, 3? Yeah, okay, 3. If you have canteens, and you can see here on the map, it's just a little fountain there in the center. If you have canteens, as I do, water bottles, you can right-click and you can drink on the water bottle, right, and then you get the empty bottle back. A lot of people tend to go for sodas because of that. They don't want the space taken up, but you can always come here to one of these fountain locations, or a well. Maybe I'm wrong about that one. I think it was actually this one over here. Let's just double check. I haven't actually used a well before, so I'm still getting used to that. Yeah, this here. There we go. This here. This here. This should be it. According to my map... yes. My apologies. You can't use the context menu, so using the mouse wheel won't do it. This is one of the few things that you actually have to right-click and do a fill water on the actual item. So yeah, the interface, not the most intuitive thing in the world. Yes, but again, it's still an alpha. And a game that will hopefully be turning into a standalone as well, and they have mentioned they're going to update the standalone as well as the mod at the same time. So there's that. Alright. Yeah, M9 ammo's not showing up. Alright, here's... This would probably be my medium level industrial location here. Barbed wire. Plenty of barbed wire around here, eh? And road flares. Alright, let's see. One more thing I'm going to check. And just so I can show you in Vybor, I'm not sure every server is the same, and some of my vehicle spawns can be outdated, as there have been updates to this mod. This is the wonderful thing, is every time they update it, they can change things, so even though I've got a locations on my map here, they may not always be correct. Further down the way here, I think beyond this building here is where a bus can spawn, and I wanted to check it out. Okay, yep. I'm pretty sure that was it. Well, that's been my foray into Vybor. What fun, huh? Who knows, if you haven't played DayZ before and you're interested, maybe it's making you more interested. Keep in mind, I have a lot of great gear here that I've been given from friends. Stuff that you might not find right away. The night visions especially are a very rare spawn that only happen on military mobs. Military zombies. Possibly drops in military locations, but again, rare. So yeah. But, you know, if you don't have that and you're feeling adventurous, you've got a flashlight. Well, I'm going to honestly advise, do not adventure at night until you find some equipment. Just because there's the only way to really... I'll just go ahead and show you guys. When you're new and navigating in the dark, the only thing you have is your flashlight. And the only way to use your flashlight is to right-click on it and remove it from your tool belt. Of course, it takes up your sidearm slot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop my sidearm here. There it is. Okay. So when you're starting out, you have to take up your sidearm by right-clicking and remove from tool belt. There it is. It is now in my sidearm slot. Now, if you have another weapon, you have to move the mouse wheel in order to get the weapon changed to flashlight. There it is. I'll go ahead and turn that off, and there you go. I use my L button for light, and there's my flashlight. So, and of course, when you move, it goes down to your side based on your animation. So if I'm running, or basically you have to walk to keep it in front of you. If you're running, crouched, you won't see anything. If you're standing, you can see it does that. Kind of hard to run around with it. So the flashlight is very unwieldy. Right click and add the tool belt to put it back. So yeah, the fact that I found this assault rifle at an airfield that happens to have a flashlight attached to it, very nice. And as you can see, if I run, it'll put it down. So if I really wanted to use this, if this was my only source of illumination, I'd have to walk, unless I get a chance to sprint. Now, the beautiful thing is that tonight appears to have, it looks not quite a full moon, but the moon is actually illuminating things pretty well here. I'm actually able to see fairly well at night, but keep in mind that you're not always going to have good lighting, and I have seen this game get so dark that I couldn't see anything, even like my face, my HUD. Hell, there was a time I couldn't even tell I had the flashlight out because I couldn't see my arms. It's pretty bad. There you go. Avoid night until you get some better equipment, and when you do get equipment, remember that players will see your light. Zombies are supposed to be able to see it, I believe, but I can't tell you 100% if they do right now. The game keeps changing. Sometimes there's bugs that cause unintentional behavior. So yeah, there's that. Alright, I'm gonna go find someplace else to raid.